you got to check out the Democratic candidate for governor of Virginia. Her name is Spanberger. And you could, whatever. Her name is Spanberger, and I personally think that she is a very clear mix between Hillary Clinton and Emperor Palpatine. If you don't agree with me, let me know in the comments. But this woman looks like Hillary Clinton and Emperor Palpatine. And I'm going to show you a clip. And if you tell me that she doesn't give you Ozempic Hillary and Palpatine vibes, then I don't know what she does, because you have to be rotten on the inside to do what this woman did in her debate. Okay? It should not be. Well, actually, one second. Let me go ahead and play the video, and then I'll do my little rant, and then I'll wrap this up for today. Okay? It's been a week, y'all. And what's the week? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
But for you yourself, do you still continue to endorse Jay Jones? 15 seconds. Yes or no?
We are all running our individual races. I believe my opponent has said that about her lieutenant governor nominee, and it's up to every person to make their own decision. I am running my race to serve Virginia, and that is what I intend to do.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger. We just want to clarify, what you're saying is that as of now, you still endorse Jay Jones as Attorney General.
I'm saying as of now, it's up to every voter to make their own individual decision.
Let's be very clear. This running around a conversation and a question, and this giving the corporate passive aggressive or absolutely empty ass comment is why Donald Trump got into office. Just remember that, okay? Because I have my piece at the end. The genuine response, the unfiltered reaction, people found refreshing even when it was offensive. But this level of gaslighting and talking in circles and saying absolutely nothing is infuriating for anybody with 1% of intelligence in their brain.
I'm running for governor. I am accountable for the words that I say, for the acts that I take, for the policies that I have put out.
Thank you.
I am responsible for the policies I put out and the work I will endeavor to do tirelessly for the people of Governor Virginia.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger. Ms. Earl Sears, before we get to rebuttals, because we will get to rebuttals, we have a question for you. While there is no equivalency, this next example does speak to the divided nature of our country. During the Charlie Kirk Memorial, President Trump said, quote, "I hate my opponent and I don't want the best for them." Is there a...
Okay, now, if you notice, the first part is, do you endorse Jay Jones? And she's like, it's up to the people to, to vote for him. And then, okay, well, you still haven't answered. And then she says the same BS again. And then, okay, you still the same BS again. Okay, cool, all of that, right? However, look at how Sears, who I adore her, and I want her to be, look at Sears and how she answers this question. Let me tell you something, y'all. I am me, and the actions and my behaviors, I have to take responsibility for. My children are underage, and their actions and their behaviors in public, I need to take responsibility for my children. At home, I hold them responsible. My children are disciplined, and my children know that they don't get to do whatever the heck they want to do. Okay? I am responsible for them, but when they are adults, they will be held accountable by society. Sears is an individual. Donald Trump is an individual. We do not need to take ownership of words other people say, but we have a right to say that we do not agree with it. It is not bad. The fact that the Democrats get in line with their messaging and they don't veer from it is damaging to them, because they look like a cult. And MAGA wears hats. MAGA has an entire Trump store of MAGA merch. And even they're not acting as cult-like, because even they're fighting between the old and the young. But the Democrats, old, young, in the middle, all seem to be able to get their messaging in line, even if behind the scenes they don't. It's like don't let the public see us fighting, but at home the family fight. No, the Republicans kind of on the other side of it, right?
For that kind of political speech, you have 60 seconds.
Well, I think, as everybody knows, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian before I'm a Republican, and I'm required to forgive people. And it's hard sometimes when somebody has abused you, etc., but it's something you must do, because not to forgive is almost like, as someone said, you drink poison thinking that it's going to affect the other person. And I want to live a decent...
It's like drinking poison. I hold grudges, so I'm not one to speak on this, so I'm not going to pontificate, but it is like drinking poison. It hurts you so much to stay angry and resentful than it takes for you to forgive move on or forgive, never associate with them again, but at least relieve your heart of that burden.
And I don't want to not have peace in my life. And so, as I've said before, I would not say that. That's why I'm wondering why my opponent won't say
Now watch this. Watch this.
beyond its abhorrent, disgusting, why she won't say it's not okay, and that he must leave the race because J. Jones advocated the murder, Abigail, the murder of a man, a former speaker, as well as his children who were 2 and 5 years old. You have little girls. Would it take him pulling the trigger? Is that what would do it? And then you would say he needs to get out of the race? Abigail, you have nothing to say? Abigail.
Oh, what are you smirking?
What if he said it about your 3 children? Is that when you would say he should get out of the race?
What are you smirking about?
You're running to be governor.
Miss Earl
He
Sears,
just keeps asking her.
I know you're saying that you would not personally say this, but do you think still that there is that place for the
So let me go back to my picture here because I feel like this is just epic. The governor for Virginia, a mother, will not condemn the words of somebody. This is how I would have done it, Abigail. That's a great question. I'm responsible for the words that come out of my mouth, and that is not something that I personally would have ever texted to somebody. It is unfortunate. However, the candidate has apologized. I accept his apology, and I understand. I know him personally. I know that's not his heart. Those are things that were said in extreme competitiveness. It is inexcusable. This was 4 years ago, and I believe he's done the work to be a better person. And he has apologized publicly. Bam. Bam. Somewhere they are being told that they are not allowed to do the basic human thing, which is acknowledging how that was. Instead, what she does is stare off into space, smirking, while the incumbent is asking her to condemn somebody and commented that he wanted to murder children. So tell me, is your party alliance more important than you being a mother or you being a parent with half a brain or even a heart? Let me tell you something. I don't care who you are. You could be the president of this country. You could be, honestly, the only one is God. God and Jesus, that you could do something to my kids because you gave them to me, right? And I trust you and I have faith in you. But you would never come at my kids like that. That's all bets are off. All gloves are off. If I see someone attacking someone else's kids, all bets are off. Children are off limits. There is no negotiation. It is why the Epstein files are such a big deal, because children are a no-brainer. It is a non-negotiable. You don't touch them. You don't talk about them. Disgusting, inexcusable, evil people. Evil people.